Former NFL quarterback Johnny Manziel was in court in Dallas for his misdemeanor family violence assault case today. It was his first time in court after being indicted last week. He's accused of hitting his ex-girlfriend in January. Fox 4's James Rose was in the courtroom and joins us with what happened and the specific things Manziel is going to need to do to stay free before his trial. James.
Well, Steve, what you might find surprising is with all the attention surrounding this case and all the news crews here at the courthouse today, Manziel's meeting with the judge lasted less than 4 minutes. Hey, Johnny, what's your side of the story?
23-year-old former Browns quarterback Johnny Manziel wasn't talking when he confidently walked into the court, flanked by his 2 lawyers and dodging dozens of cameras and reporters. Once inside, Judge Roberto Cañas made the 2 conditions of his misdemeanor assault bond clear.
Mr. Manziel, you know, my job as judge is just to make sure that you get a fair shot at the process. Okay?
The first condition, no contact at all with his ex-girlfriend who brought the assault charge against Manziel in late January. The ex-girlfriend told police Manziel struck her so hard in the head she lost hearing in her left ear as he drove her from an uptown Dallas hotel to her Fort Worth apartment.
So by no contact, what I mean by that is that you can't call her, you can't text her, you can't email her. You can't send her any letters or go to where she's at, okay?
Sure.
The other condition, Manziel is not to have, possess, or be around firearms. The judge required Manziel to sign an affidavit of understanding, and seconds later, he was free to leave on the $1,500 bond he posted Wednesday when he was booked and photographed with his fingerprints put on file.
Comment, Johnny?
Do you have any comments?
As Manziel left the courtroom again, he had to dodge the bright lights, cameras, and reporters with his younger sister, Mary, at his side. Manziel did not comment as he left, but his lawyer, Bob Hinton, did.
As you can see from the process that got us here, which was so very unusual, this is not a run-of-the-mill kind of a case.
Hinton explained that in 43 years of law practice, he's only seen 3 misdemeanor referrals go to a grand jury. As Manziel and his family left the building, some of his supporters chimed in, like this woman, an Aggie alum, wearing a shirt that said, "Free Manziel."
He needs help, not criticism.
And even bail bondsman and cowboy mentor David Wells was in the courtroom and weighed in on what he'd do if Manziel asked for his help. Wells has helped other wayward NFL players like Des Bryant, who Wells considers a role model now.
My deal is, Johnny, put yourself a good team around you. Continue to do the things you want to do. Get your life together. Come back and play football.
Now, Manziel's next court date is here at the Crowley Courthouse, June 24th, but lawyers familiar with the process tell me that Manziel doesn't even have to show up for that, and after what he went through today, he probably won't. Steve?
All right, James, last we heard from Manziel's attorneys, they were talking about additional evidence they had found. They seemed quite confident. They still feeling confident today? You get that?
Yeah, right. You know, Bob Hinton thinks this case might somehow be dismissed. He also said that he had video that shows a very different version of events at Hotel Zaza, saying Manziel was actually doing the right thing by not letting his ex-girlfriend drive, implying she may well have had too much to drink. Now, there's still a lot of facts in this case that have yet to come out, and since it is just a misdemeanor, even if he is convicted, he could face anything from probation to a year of jail and a fine as much as $4,000. So I'm also told on misdemeanor Class A assault cases like this, it's common practice for pretrial conditions to be agreed on by the judge, prosecutor, and defense. And if the person is to go through all the conditions of that pretrial situation, then they can ultimately dismiss the case. So we will see. June 24th is the next date. Steve?
Okay. James Rose, thank you.